Hey friends, it's Ben Jameson with Church Free Spirituality. Thanks for checking us out this week. So we are in week 3 of our series on lowering our standards to increase our quality of life. Make sure you check out week 1 and week 2 so that you can get the context from those 2 weeks. Today we're looking at abundance, at wealth, at what it takes for us to feel wealthy. What's our standard? The problem with the standards that we typically have is that they relate only to money, when wealth itself is so much more than money. Wealth includes time, it includes friends and love and creativity and peace and joy. It includes all of these things. And yet we tend to hyper-focus on dollars. The problem with that, not only is that it's not holistic, but is also that we limit our experience of dollars to our own bubbled in expression, right? We don't consider what dollars mean on a global scale. We only consider them in relation to our own limited perspective. So if we're gonna have money, whether it's how much we have in our retirement account, how much we've got on our student loans, or what our mortgage is, or how much we get on the paycheck, whatever that is, if we're gonna go with money, we should take a look at money on a global scale. You may or may not have heard the statistic, but it turns out that over half the world's population lives on less than $2 a day. I don't know about you guys, but let me tell you a little bit about my experience. I put about $40 worth of gas in my car every week. That means that I literally burn 20 days worth of survival each week for over half of the world's population. How can I feel poor in that context? I got a cell phone, right? For math's sake, let's say I spend $60 a month on my cell phone. That's 30 days of survival for half the world's population to access airwaves and play games and check Facebook, right? And people are surviving on that money. So when we put this in a global context, it really shifts what money means, how much money we have, and what that actually does. Now, on one hand, you might be thinking, well, that's great, Ben. I can certainly feel great about burning money in my gas tank in my car, knowing that people starve because they don't have much money, but that doesn't help me pay my bills. It doesn't matter if I feel rich. If I don't have the money to pay the electric bill, the electric company doesn't care that I feel rich. You're absolutely right. Well, let's look at the other side of that. Does feeling poor help you pay your bills when you don't have enough money? Absolutely not. So if feeling rich doesn't help you pay your bills and feeling poor doesn't help you pay your bills, might as well choose to feel rich. And it goes even further than that. Scientifically proven, when we feel poor, we have less access to intelligence and creativity. A couple different studies have been done where they give people an IQ test from an experience of poverty and then give them the IQ test after an experience of wealth. Their IQ increases anywhere from 9 to 14 points when they are wealthy than when they have the experience of poverty. So literally, if you set your standards such that you feel impoverished, you are not as wise, not as intelligent, don't have as much access to the creativity that it will take to get you to where you want to be financially. So if we set our standards, if they're going to be set around money, we set our standards to what the global experience of money is, putting it down at that less than $2 a day for over half the world's population. We get ourselves to feel rich no matter what our bank account says, and in so doing have more access to more intelligence and creativity than we would otherwise, so that we can do the things we need to do to have more wealth come into our experience. This is the power of lowering our standards, of being really clear about what it takes for us to feel wealthy, setting that up in our consciousness and holding to it every single day. So, this week, friends, play around with what your standards are around money, around what it takes to feel wealthy. Set a standard that is completely within your control, completely consistent, and easy to achieve, and watch your intelligence increase as a result. That's it for this week. Check out next week for the final episode in this series. In the meantime, comment, like, share, subscribe, and if you want to go deeper, get the book Church Free Spirituality on barnesandnoble.com or Amazon. Thanks, friends. Have a great week. Bye-bye.